Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the next part of our Ultimate Chaos campaign. I know it doesn't seem that long ago since we did the last episode, but we need to get this thing wrapped up before Total War 2 comes out. So let's get this one underway. As always, we've had some brilliant comments and feedback, though most of them seem to be disapproving of me. I think I've earned the ilk of the Chaos Gods through my last couple of videos, which is a bit worrying. So we'll start with everyone was saying certain things and that, and mostly compliments, but a couple of them stood out, and that was Nathan Orman, who always comes up with some good names, but he also mentioned the Forsaken for Khorne and not the Zins, and he does not approve that the Lord of Change can take his warriors from him. So he's told me that I can keep the two I've got in there, because it is interesting to have them, and things like that, but yeah, I'm not allowed to have any more. They can only join Khorne. He also says that Papa Nurgle wants 2 sorcerers. I'm sure Callum White, who's kind of taken over the Nurgle side, will probably agree 2 sorcerers is always a good thing. So we'll see how we go, because unfortunately if we go recruit hero, and go, look, there's 2 of them, but we cannot recruit any more of that thing. But I noticed, do not fear, do not fret, there's a building here that I can upgrade, and it'll add 2 more capacity for Chaos Sorcerers. So alright, I'll build that, then I'll recruit those guys. I'll probably start with 1 for the moment, just to try and keep the costs down. But also he asked if I can call a unit of Zinch's Heavy Cavalry. Where's... So it'll be one of these guys, because we haven't actually got some proper Zinch Cavalry yet. And they are to be called Man Flayers. There we go. Very nice. For the other Reaper unit, so we had the Scythes of Sickness. For this unit, he would like to name them the Reapers of Revenge. Fantastic. That feels like it should be a capital R. I don't know why, it just feels right. What else is that? And also for the Plague Bearers to be called the Terrible Trolls. But they're not actually trolls, they're Plague Bearers. They're meant to be demons, you fool. Never mind. We'll call them that. Terrible Trolls. And he's told me not to get any more zombie units. He says what we've got's enough. I think I might actually combine those, because they're pretty much knackered. So put him, and then I'm to name this one unit the Virus Spreaders, because that's kind of what they do, isn't it? So yep. So I think that's all the naming done. So thank you very much for that, Nathan Orman. And obviously, you know, and also I believe, oh no, it was Putrid. I'll go for the Putrid that had a good gig with the fact that Zinch is really against Khorne. If you read the comments in the previous videos, everyone that likes Zinch is like, why are you favouring Khorne? It's like, well, we've already got a Zinch army. It's like, yeah, but there's an exalted Lord of Change there. Look at it. Look at it. I could just click that and it will all be yours. Nope, we're not doing that. As Callum White put it, Zinch is displeased. We gave you the option of summoning a great demon of mine to make a pact with, enslave, and you didn't take it. And over a crazy scream berserker who's late to the party. It's true, he is quite late. I order that Zinch units do not reinforce Cornet armies for 5 turns after funding your first Cornet army. Unless by accident, say if they both retreated and ended up being enraged. But he's pleased overall. But yeah, so when I do create a Khorne army, which is one of our actual objectives, is to raise an army, they're not allowed to work together.
Now they will see true power.
Right, you're going to go this way. Actually, no, I want him to build that, don't I, straight away? Can Nurgle move? He can. Or can he? No, he can't. Okay, I want to move him away so they stop kind of stabbing each other. Stabbing each other is not a great thing. But, yeah, we'll build that. And then we can get more sorcerers in, which would be fun. Is there anything this guy can build? We can build a whole new thing. Which we could, I guess, get that. 2,800. The only thing is, it's got to cost 10 surplus to build it. What's Nurgle? See, Nurgle was meant to build that as well and work his way up to get the plague cannons. All I'm worried about is this. I say that. How many is that? 8. He's got 19. So we could both build that, because obviously Slaanesh wants the Slaanesh chariot and Nurgle wants to get the plague cannons. So I guess they could both build. I mean, it's only 2,000 each, 3,000 each. Yeah, we'll do that then, since they're both stuck there. Just to get him in a position where he can get chariots soon, that we can build more stuff. For crying out loud, how big can these things get? I should not have said that while looking at Slaanesh's stuff, should I? Just trying to think what we can... I mean, that's maxed out. That's now building. And obviously you got the Poseidon Pleasure Cannon, but I'm not a big fan of using that myself. You know what? That'll do for now. We'll end turn and we'll see what happens. Oh, of course, Rammus the Purple Hand. So we need to focus on the Marks of Zinz, I believe it was. He's got only 1 point to spend, so we'll do that. He's got some good deadly spells at the moment, so it's not a problem. Right. So, okay. The Winds of Pain. The world yields to those who master the winds of magic. The great boats from the heavens scour souls from bodies, while raging torrents of fire rend the very flesh and bone. What are you trying to tell me? Storm winds +2 for all armies of all factions. Okay, so there's just more magic. That's all you're trying to tell me. So you're gonna move. I want you to move this way.
My lord Zinz agrees.
Oh, does he? That's good. There is a big army there, and that's a big spider. Has anyone noticed this? There's a... Look at it! Fine. Okay, so how big's this force?
Sigma forbids this.
Quite big. And there's quite a big defense as well. Where's that? Oh, you're all the way over there. What are you doing over there? Apparently, chosen of Prince Sigma the Magnificent has gained a level somehow. Not entirely sure how this happened. Ah, see, now we can just immediately upgrade. Oh, and he was meant to recruit. I've just remembered that. We'll go with this one. We'll recruit this.
My magic is yours.
And because of the buffs, he starts at level 7. Is he actually... He is the same level as Rammus the Purple Hand, and nearly twice as much as our Fate Weaver on spawning, which is insane. So he's got 8 points to spend. Let's do that one, because one of the weaknesses is that. We want to focus on the mark. What's that? Flushy Abundance. Okay. Fair enough. Obviously, we want to get some spells. So let's get some spells in first. So what's he got? That one heals the sorcerer abilities are cast. Definitely be worth getting that. It's only 1 point as well. Hex on enemy units. Painful boils erupt on the flesh of those affected by the spell, make them more vulnerable to attack. So it's minus 20% damage resistance. That's quite a lot. And then you've got Blades of Purification, which is okay. So they become poisoned and they get loads of buffs. Look at all that. Well, when they hit, they do loads of minus. Then the Miasma of Pestilence, which again is plagues enemies and Nurgles, damaging troops and lower their combat abilities. So there's a lot of good stuff here. Really good. So if we spend 1 point in all of it, because I want it all, and then we'll have, I think we'll focus a couple points on there. So we got one with each spell, so we can try it all. And then we got a couple on there, and the Cloud of Flies, which would be really helpful to keeping him alive. And then he can move to there. Is there actually a space left for him? There is actually a space left for him. Is there any... nothing really fiend, is there? How are we doing for cavalry? Cavalry were quite good. I wonder if we should get another Lunar Plague Bear. Oh, wait, no. No, Shadow. No. That will be built soon. We will have plague cannons.
Ready.
And it will be fabulous. So, actually, how are we doing regarding... Is there any Corn Lords yet? No. Okay then. You're pretty much... See, we don't need to worry about that now. I think you're pretty much at the best you're ever going to be. And he's even gained a level with another 3 points. So Delightful Pain. I think he actually gets poison attacks and his melee attack and defense shoot up, which is really, really good. Not quite at that level yet. We've got all that. What's that? Leadership for the army. And upkeep. Oh, that makes the upkeep for everything go up. The heroes and that, I believe. What do we want to focus on? See, maybe that. Because that's warriors, and we've got warriors now. Doomfire, that's military, that's chosen. Just having a look along the top, see if there's anything. Marked by Slaanesh. That'd be good. It just buffs everyone's leadership up. Or like I said, we could do Chaos Vanguard, because I assume the warriors of Slaanesh are Chaos Warriors. It's programmed in, I hope. Die this. So that these have quite a good one. Yeah, that's quite a lot of good stuff that buffs the whole army. But for the moment, I think we'll do the 2 marked for Slaanesh, because then his leadership's pretty much unbreakable. Because we are going to take on the next quest. Which looks interesting. There's a Chaos Giant, that's good. And a lot of cavalry. In fact, there's a head of a lot. Oh, Chaos Knights. Okay, so it's not just cavalry, they are big. Oh, and this is a big army. Oh dear. But then again, we said that for the last one, and we won it. And to be fair, even if the army gets absolutely destroyed by the end of it, don't really matter, we can rebuild as long as he doesn't fall. I'm just going to say, definitely no. This one's obviously a little coloured, but no. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Slaanesh, I bet he's good. But never mind, we are waiting for Khorne, and Khorne is what we will get. What I'm hoping is, if this army just camped... I wonder if I could camp here and try and lure this... What the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 mortars as far as we can see. Oh, could our... little... Nah, he can't really go that much further. Okay then, well, let's get our guy. I'm dreading this. Oh, he's on the wrong stance, isn't he? He's got to be on a normal marching stance. And here we go. No, I'm not sure, but let's do it anyway. Apparently the odds are heavily against... Oh, for crying out. Oh, I say that's only a little... they're not that bad. I mean, you got... Yeah, they're not that big reinforcements. I've just got to make sure they don't get behind me. I guarantee you they're going to get behind me. What have we got? You've got the Banner of Eternal Flame. You've got the Gleaming Pennant. I do remember that. What's the third one? Where is it? Marcus Slaanesh. Where's the Marcus Slaanesh? Oh, with them. Okay then. Actually, you know what? Can I add that to them? Yeah, let's make the Mirror Guard really good. So, they're not immune to psychology, are they? No, they're not. Oh, they are, but is that because of the banner? No, they are generally immune to psychology, so a bit silly to put that on them. Are they immune to psychology? Yeah, they. I don't know who to give that to. You know what? We'll give it to them. We'll give... There we go. And as you know, I'll be doing the replay. Well, we'll go through the speech. There's going to be a speech. And then we'll go to the replay of the battle so I can commentate and record it properly. So let's get this started. So, Sergvel must face the force of chaos as he has done many times before, but this time he wants something more than a mere act of murder for murder's sake. The Chaos Lord will not give up his prize so easily. His army will be constantly reinforced, much to his stepfather's delight. This must be a test or trial of sorts. Well, to be fair, they're not that big a reinforcement.
My loyal minions, over the way stands something I want. I need. Beatific mail, wasted on the clueless worm who wears it. It is only right I take it from him. And if you, my serfs, die in agony during the attempt, then know that I'll feel your pain. Why, I will relish it! To the champion in my armor. Yes, you may have heard of me. I am Sigvald the Magnificent, the Gerald Prince of Slanesh. I do not blame you if hearing my name has caused you to void your bowels. Just make sure the auric armor is clean when I come to take it. You could hand it straight over, of course, but I have seen your kind before. You will be irksome and make me fight for it. No matter, I could do with a workout, but do not overvex me, or your death cry will be especially shrill. And I do hate to taint my ears with such cacophonic nonsense, if I can bear it!
And on that note, here we go. The battle for the shiny bling armor. So we got the main army, as you can see, the main Chaos Army. In fact, let's do an overview. So you got the main Chaos Army here with some knights coming in here, and you got my main elite cavalry infantry there. I'm then going to split my guys. Most of my force will go that way, while a small amount will go that way. But let's not forget, they do have reinforcements here and here. So that's a lot of stuff. Let's get straight back into the battle. Nice charge straight into that Chaos Cavalry there. With all my pink, I mean, how can they beat our superior pink knights? That's what I thought as he drops down dead. Mwah. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here to be scared of. And there's a giant as well. Let's not forget the giant. That's the giant. That's a Forsaken giant. Or is it just a Chaos giant? No, it'd be a Chaos giant, wouldn't it? It's not Forsaken one, sorry. And then you got the Chaos Trolls. In they come. We'll get a few shots there, but got our Chaos Spawn as well getting involved. Boom. So, yeah, okay then. So this is going well. Gonna hopefully swamp this group. They'll probably break off soon, being their cavalry. They haven't brought their full strength around there. But here's a big group here. But we have split our forces up. So, yeah, there's some of our cavalry going down now. That's the rest of our cavalry. We're kind of scattered everywhere, aren't we? There's Sigvard himself getting into position. Look at all this new stuff they've got coming in. Not good. Not good at all. You see, they've got caught behind us, and we've got this group coming in around, and we're going to try and fight our way through that. And over here, let's not forget, we do have our spare sorceress in there. There she is, doing her sorceress stuff. Mirror Guard are in there. You got Demonetch in there. Our champion's in there somewhere as well. One of them. Hard to tell, being they use the same models, I believe. In come the that hurt. But I think they have, yeah, they've broken, and they're trying to get behind, but now we've got everything closed on them. There's a random Chaos Spawn there. How interesting. So, oh, and there's our champions there. You can see they're having this thing where he's trying to charge him. He's trying to go around. Just backwards and forwards, trying to kill this general to get his armor. Well done. As you see, they're slowly cutting their way through. They're breaking their way through. Yeah, smashing through very nicely. Here comes the cavalry with probably Sigvald with it. Actually, I believe, yeah, they're getting behind here. And a load of our guys have got caught. There's Sigvard getting away, but a lot of our knights got caught up in this combat here and get slaughtered, unfortunately. So we do lose a huge chunk of our cavalry at the end of this battle. But we slowly come through this main resistance here. I mean, this is painful, their halberds and such. These two are still going in a circle. The giant has fallen. The trolls will probably start breaking soon. Well, maybe. As you can see, we're slowly hacking our way through. Those guys are chasing those cavalry. Not sure why they shouldn't really be doing that. The Chaos Spawn are having a good time cutting people up here. This is what I love about doing it on the replays, is you can really zoom in and kind of enjoy the battles. Because I couldn't do this while I was focused on the big picture. But you can see, we're slowly pushing our way through. You got on his cavalry and they're not really helping. Famous last words. But there is the commander, I believe. Yes, it is. He's getting surrounded by... Ooh! Took out a couple of knights in one hit there. That was painful to watch. Where's Sigvald? He's got to be in there somewhere. There he is, in the thick of it. Can't have much health him. 474 left. You see, and they've got even more Chaos Warriors coming in. It's a bit of a mess here. I mean, the Manslayer's getting in the thick of it. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, it's just turned into a right mess here. It's not looking too good for the forces of Sigvald and Slanesh. But I mean, we're slowly getting through these guys. They're cutting through them. Chosen of great weapons. No wonder they're struggling. But yeah, they are getting through them. We're breaking through there. So now we've got reinforcements here. You've got skirmish cavalry over there having a good time. They're going to get in there and hopefully win this combat for us. If they weren't just rear charged. And what's going on here? We've got... all on his own. Chase and I are determined to kill him. But can he make it? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a lot faster than him, but it's purely the animations because he's directly behind him. We've got some more cavalry coming in to try and help Sigvard because we've got to beat this guy. If we can beat this guy, the rest of the battle will sort itself out. Boom! Done. That's all it took was a single swing of his sword. And now they can go back and start assisting the rest. See, this group here has got itself completely surrounded at this point now. Not good at all. And you've got a lot of forces there, but these sides, as you can see, have taken a lot of casualties, but they are breaking through and they are taking these guys down. Slowly but surely. The Chaos Spawn are absolutely getting beaten here. But they are starting to break, which is fantastic. And the fact that that cavalry is holding a good few units up. There goes Sigvald. What's left of his cavalry charging into the flank, which is all they need to do to try and break them. If they could break this bit, as you can see, they have done so. Now we can focus on the front and clean all of this up. And these guys have destroyed all them, so now we've got all these forces coming in to finish them off. Finally. Oh, there's some knights there trying. These guys are broken. Got like 10 knights trying to get a flank charge in there. And I wonder where they get all this pink to paint their armour. Has anyone actually thought of this? Anyone questioned it? There's 3 Chaos Spawn there. Oh! Oh! Oh, he is not having a good day, is he? There's... oh dear. Look how detailed that is. Yeah, there's only 3 Chaos Spawn left. You see on this flank, you're looking at a mass rout now for the Chaos Forces. We've finally been, but look at all that pink. That's a lot of pink on the field. It's not good. But again, where we're up in the north, Sigvald will have time to marshal his forces once more before hitting the Empire properly. So I think it is mainly, you've got all these guys broken. You've got some guys there, which I believe break pretty much as soon as we turn around to charge at them. But it's these two that are holding us up pretty much. And I will wait to the end of the battle because that's how you get the stats. Yeah, see, they've broken. These guys are broke. Well, no, these guys, I tried charging to break their leadership, but I took a lot of casualties. They do start shaking though. They're exhausted. But, I mean, yeah, it's just trying to get a group, get my defense together so we can try and finish them off. And they've used up all their ammunition. And of course, when they see the actual army and how many troops there's left, they immediately break. So there we go. We have finally completed the quest. I believe Sigvald only has 2 quests. I was meant to check before recording this, but I kind of forgot to. But yeah, as you can see, 541 losses. But I mean, the champion got 65 kills. Sigvald got 20, including the Lord. I mean, 65 kills, 69 kills, and 53 for both the Lancers. Cavalry got 62 and 66. The Fallen Knights got 28. The Riders of Celeste, the Throne Spirits, actually got 79 kills. That's impressive. Also, the Demonettes got 58 and the Chaos Spawn got 55. Look at the Cavalry. They're pretty much destroyed. But we have destroyed all of them, which is really, really good. What scares me is some of these, like 58, 56. It's a bit alarming, but... not bad, not bad. Back to the campaign. And so, it was quite a costly victory. Flipping, look how many guys we lost. We lost, well, 541. We'll get the replenishment. That's what we really need. Chaos Gods and the Honey Jones will pay. Apparently, the despiser of chaos, the champion of Celeste, hates chaos. Okay then. There we've unlocked Ulrich's armor. So yeah, he's gonna be really tough to take out. I believe he's now back here, isn't he? Yeah, he's always teleports back. That's a brilliant mechanic that you don't have to walk there. But yeah, we took a real beat in there.
This time.
Celestial slaves, bricks at bringers, the hybridized wars, celestial. Okay, okay. Well, we got to level him up. Double check. We are recording. Good, good, good. Got 1 punch man. You know what? We'll get it. We'll get that. Look how much money we got though. It is looking good, and we've nearly finished that. Finally. How's we got? Nowhere near enough. Flippin' heck. That's an expensive upgrade. But we've done it. He's now got all his best equipment. So he'll be able to now march south and finally join the crusade against this. I believe these guys, we just moved here, hadn't we? Yes, we had. So let's enter the turn there. Okay. So
Tempests and fire.
yeah, go join him.
Finally. Yes,
What I'm thinking of doing, this guy is going to move forward
now. Very well, I'll move.
into their territory and kind of just taunt them like, I am here, what you got to do about it? Well, this unit... Plate cannons, anyone? Yeah, worth it. Got to take a couple of turns, but it gives us some strength while we're building up. Oh, that reminds me. How are we doing regarding Lords? Nothing still. But that's just typical. Right, end turn that. See, this is how I play. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Aha! We've taunted them out. And apparently they're going to destroy her. Oh my... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mortars. 10 of them. That's insane. Luckily we got good leadership because we're gonna be sending those guys straight in. What's that? Okay, nothing fancy. But yeah, so we've just got to pretty much charge them as quickly as humanly possible. Yay? Okay, let's get started. So here we go, the Battle of the Mortars apparently. So you got Zinch's forces moving up. The Dakotas up front. We got Forsaken on the flank there. We've got our heavy cavalry on the right flank and our light cavalry deployed all the way over there, thinking that they might deploy on the hill. But you can see, this is a lot of mortars. A lot of mortars. This is all of the mortars in the Empire. There must be. Why are they popping but not actually firing? That's really interesting. But look at them all. But they're barely firing them. I don't understand the logic there. Got good form up here. Good lineup. So spearmen and swordsmen at the front and crossbowmen. There is the general of the Empire. Our cavalry just ran around their flank though. And so is that cavalry. And the Forsaken are kind of waiting on the hill. We're now getting shot at, but it's fine. They're Cotus, so no one really cares. I mean, these guys, let's be honest, are dying out. Got another mortar shot. You would have thought there'd be a lot more, though, wouldn't you? Oh, that was a very nice shot, though. Very nice. But, funny that, get hit by a mortar. Oh, now they're shooting at the tough guys. That's just uncalled for. The cavalry have now charged into, as you can see, they're causing absolute manic here. As we've hit pretty much all of the mortars at once. And here comes the Forsaken. You can barely see them, but they are there. And as you see, we're trying to get the mortars crews cleared as quickly as possible. Look, the spearmen are chasing after the cavalry and have left them at the hands of the Forsaken. The cultists are now coming in, swarming, and their defence line has quickly fallen apart. Well, oh, here we go. I hit more of my own guys then. That wasn't very good. Oh, and Ramrus, the Purple Hand, is taking on the General of the Empire. Does a fancy spell, point blank range, but I don't think it's going well. On the other hand, that's just done a ridiculous amount of damage on them. I mean, ridiculous. They're now charging in. That's the mortar crew. They've got their front line going, and Ramrus is actually losing the combat quite badly. Look, he's barely touched him, but his leadership is dropping. But we always said he's not meant to be a fighter, so he pulls back now. And the group of cultists are just going to throw themselves in the way, and you've got some murderous mages coming along to help them. As you see, this main line here is completely fallen now. So they're trying to push in some guys. There comes some mortar shots, some really good shots as well. We really need signs. And you see the cavalry. There is no line anymore. There's no front line. It is just every man for themselves. Which is absolutely brilliant. That's what we would thrive on. See, yeah, they're doing alright. Beating them up. I think the general's gone, hasn't he? And yeah, decisive victory. We've completely destroyed them. So let's have a look. He got 1 kill. The sorcerer got 19. Forsaken got 87 in that very quick battle. That's quite impressive. Yeah, quite a few kills of the cavalry, but that's because it was all mortar crews. I mean, as you can see, it was a real hit miss. Nothing. 19, 15, 16, 2. So a glance and hit. But yeah, not bad. So they try to push out, and we've lured them out, and then we've slaughtered them. Yeah, let's see if we can push back now. A decisive victory against all those damn mortars. So, and a lot of loot gained as well. We've got quite good leadership as it is at the moment, so we should be okay.
No.
Problem is, they do have a really good defense as well. Look at that army they've got. I don't think we're strong enough to take that on yet. So we'll sit here and torment them a bit more. Fate Weavers gain some points. Only the one, so we'll do the Mark of Zinch. Nurgle. Ooh. Oh, nah, we're not going to spend it. We're halfway there to the biggest thing. The only thing I'll be willing to spend money on is if we got a corn guy here, which we haven't as of yet. Oh, you're still recruiting the plate cannon. That's fine. You can wait a turn, and then I think Nurgle's going to come down here and destroy Essen, which I think's the last of that faction, the same as that's the last of their faction. So he's just going to sit there and torment them. Slenes, what are we going to do with you? I think you need to start marching south.
God's with you. Forward unto slaughter.
Yeah, get you down there. You've done your quest, I believe. I don't think there's any more going to come along. So we'll enter there. There you go. So we've gained technology. Not there yet, so maybe if we did that, Favour of Corn, we might get a Corn Lord join us.
Now.
Maybe. Hello. I think I saw something then. I saw something. Does anyone make Vanchi an exalted bloodthirster who's apparently honourable, so he gets 10 plus leadership? It pretty much take up a lot of our income in regards to upkeep, but we're gonna do it. Raise an army. There he is. We have a bloodthirster. Oh, this is gonna be good. So, guys, we'll have a competition about this. Everyone needs to suggest a name for this guy, and then I'll pick the best one. So, 6 points we've got to spend. Well, Mark of Corn seems like the sensible one, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. Blade Master, again, seems quite sensible. Is there any... What's that? Magic Resistance. Don't think we have that to worry about too much. Dominating Presence, I think, would be worth getting points on. Of course, he hasn't got any units yet, so we don't need to worry about that. Furious Charge. Better Armor. Better Leadership. Melee Attack. We'll make him really uber in the melee attack goodness. But of course, as you can see, we have to wait to give him... Actually, no, they're another army, aren't they? But you can now march with your plague cannons, and we're going to start moving south. And there, see their eyes. So we're going to hopefully have a couple of sieges. Now, I was thinking, oh, he could come help him and then attack him, but I can't. Not for these 5 turns, and to be fair, lore-wise, they would never get involved anyway. Well, I was told Forsaken are allowed. So it makes sense that he would be there. And we'll recruit some Cotis just to give him some guys, but we do need to get that. Apparently, he's going to take a while. Oh, I just realised what I've done wrong. I should have spent the points there. And then I could have got Tribes of Chaos and upped his... But no one's got any of the fins, have they? And what are you doing? You can now march all the way down. So now Celeste is... So now we're getting serious about this. I think Celeste is going to help take that city with Zinch. I'd like to try and do it that we can wrap up the episode with some good conquests. So he's going to be fair, he's such a big powerful guy, even just having Cotists would be good. And of course we are just doing the Finn actually, so it makes sense to get Corn units a little bit later. This is getting good now. Oh, here we go. I say that's a lot of swordsmen. Not as many silly amount of militia, so we'll fight this time and try and take these guys out. So this is rather similar. We've been challenged once again with the Empire on the exact same map. Luckily, they don't have a ridiculous number of mortars. They've still got quite a few. I believe it's 3 units of mortars. But that would be all. But we've got a light cavalry there, a heavy cavalry there, Forsaken there. So the light cavalry is now in a better, stronger position to get in there quickly. And as you can see, because there's not as much artillery, they're marching their whole army forward, completely oblivious that there's all this cavalry raining down. Oh, there goes some crossbowmen. Oh, that was a good hit. That's a lot of hits they're getting on there. But it's fine because, look, because they've completely left the man guard and this cavalry is just going to absolutely walk through it. And I don't think they're really that bothered, to be honest. Got some free militia. Yep, free crossbowmen fire in there. And already victory is within our grasp. They're desperately going to try and help the mortars, but I don't think that's going to help. And as you can see now, the charge is coming. They'll hit their Cotist first, then the Zinch guys will move in. The Forsaken are charging into the flank. Look, these guys are trying to pull back. As Orna's cavalry is going to go straight... Well, we dodged the spearmen, but we're trying to get all these easy targets here. Their general is getting into the mix of it, and our guys getting on the flank. As we know, this is never a good thing for the Empire. They've pretty much broken. What's Ramirez going to do? Or has he gone too far? I believe those swordsmen are going to try and take him. I believe those swordsmen are going to try and take him. You see the cavalry are kind of regrouping here, but we need to... We're being careful of these spearmen. We don't really want to throw cavalry in recklessly. Look, that has actually made him fall back away from him. And we are now smashing through the line. There's not much left. All these guys are focused on the general of the Empire. So that's not looking good. What's happening here? I thought I saw a spare... Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, the lag. I was too close. Very nice. How many bodies is there? I think that spell killed a lot of people. Let's just not look at the line until it's calmed down. Look at it, still smoking. But yeah, as before, the cavalry are smashing their way through. These guys destroying them. How many bodies is there? Quite a lot. I'm hoping that was all from the spell, because that would be amazing if it was. And the general's broken. Oh, and there's more fire spells just to break them off. This is what I did quite a bit actually in this battle, was use the spells just to, like, if someone was trying to run away, it's just, no, boom, blew them up. Might as well. So yeah, as you can see now, the whole army has been broken. We are just cleaning it up, because what I realised in the last battle was because I didn't clean it up, this army came back. And so we will be fast forwarding it. But yeah, it is just me cleaning that up. So I can use this opportunity to advertise the channel. Go on, click that subscribe button. You know you want to. Go on, do it. We're currently at 71 subs. I want to see if we can try and push ourselves to 80. I can also let you know that we've got a new series for the Ultimate Chaos mod coming up soon. So that's something. There we go. Look, see, they're trying to run. So that's something you guys can be excited about. I can't say too much just yet, but yeah, very exciting stuff. And of course, yeah, always got quick battles and, you know, other things like that going on in the camp. More episodes of the campaign. So if you haven't subscribed, please push that little red button. For each little push of that, a kitten survives. I don't know. Just yeah. Nurgle develops a new pox. There we go. We'll go with that. For every time you subscribe, Nurgle has a little chuckle. I don't know. It's so like that. So let's go over. Look at this. Ramirez, 107 kills. So they must have been really weak in that fight. And he just went, no, and killed most of them in one hit. So I think he's getting stronger. Really do. And the cavalry, I mean, they're 132, 67, 97 kills. We slaughtered them. See, Mortars didn't get a single kill. And these guys, very few kills. Very few. So, good battle around. Back to the... Look at that. Utterly destroyed them. That's what we like to see. Nice. They can keep running backwards and forwards, but eventually that Wolfenburg will fall. So let's go forward. Oh, there's practically nothing there. Oh dear. If you don't mind, I am just going to auto-resolve this, because that's a bit ridiculous. What's this? Rampage is standard. Oh, a bonus to charge. Cavalry, anyone? Or should I give it to... I'll give it to them. Auto-resolve completely, and at last we've destroyed them.
Kill them all!
Enemy killed in battle. Ooh. The terrifying mask of E! And Faxon Ostermark has now been destroyed in the name of the Chaos Gods. So this guy's now gone up even higher. I think I maxed out that, didn't I? Yes, I did. I've maxed out... Oh, Swarm of Flies. Oh, 1 point. There we go. And the Plague Doctor got some points as well. So let's give him some. He's got 1 point. So... You know what? He did say he'd want to get us there, so we'll do that. We'll get to the Plague Doctor. Seems silly not to. How's our little lord doing? He's having a good time. Except we can just spam Cotist for him, really, and then, summon them in. You know, blood for the blood god and all that.
Are you a god?
Well,
Sigma
close.
forbids this. Witness my beauty.
Oh, he's on force march. Oh, okay then. So remarch him to the gates. You then will actually attack, because you're the one who's been doing all the fighting, to be fair. And we've got to build this up. Don't need that many, do we? that'll probably do for the moment. As you can see, there's not really much in there. Well, I say that's a lot of handgunners and knights, but we shall wait a turn. And obviously that's been destroyed apparently. That will probably be... We've got an area here to capture. Our money's gone up really nicely. Nurgle's having a great time. I do think Khorne should start marching south and seeing if he can find any good blood stuff. And just more cultists. We all know nothing gets your growth up quicker than burning some villages and towns and such. Just wondering where everything got. Why is it saying Altdorf is a ruin? What? What happened? That's meant to be my target for the entire campaign. Apparently it's ruined already. I think we'll wrap it up there, and I'll try and think of something. So, we now have our Khorne guy, and the first greater demon I might add, looking very nice there. Nurgle is on a warpath, and he's going to probably go further down and destroy all this. I don't know what's here, but we'll figure it out. These guys are just about to destroy Wolfenburg, and then they can both move south. And you see, we are now properly marching south to destroy everything, and our money's going up. So, by the time we get this completed, we can, recruit Khorne's units, thus get a load of stuff on that, and also be able to buy that, which will give us the final tier of everything, which includes greater demons. So thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It is definitely getting a lot more interesting, and seriously, if that is a matter that the capital's gone already, I'm not entirely sure where I can take the campaign. I just assume I'll just keep going south until Total War 2 comes out. Hang on, is that experience? Oh, sorry, Ramirez in his last battle got experience. Let's quickly wrap that up. Get him a mark of that. Yeah, you know what? Should we focus on... You know what? We'll get Pink Fires in. That's my favourite spell, and it's absolutely good fun. Anyway, now we're wrapped up. Thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you in the next one. Obviously, suggestions below. Name of units, plans where you want the Chaos Gods to go and which one. Names for the Bloodthirster. I want really good names, guys. So that's... Even if you come up with multiple names, we'll have a bit of a competition on it. And yeah, and I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.